Hey, what's up? Today's video is going to be a little less scripted because I want to talk about something that was sent to us that I really like and I think is really valuable for the everyday creator, and that is this, the 1-foot tube light mini from Lume Cube. Let's get into it. But before we begin, we do want to let you know that we are giving away this light, so make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video to figure out how you can win it and use it on your next project. Now, I want to let you know that Lume Cube did send these lights over, but they did not pay us to review this, and they have no say in what we say about their products. They're not even going to be able to see this video before it goes live, but I just wanted to talk about it because I think this light is pretty unique, and I think it's going to be really great for all types of different creators. But when you buy this light, what does it come with? Well, it comes in this really nice little pouch. Sorry for the jingles, it's got the zippers on it, but it comes in this really nice little case. You have the tube light itself, you have a USB-C cable, and then you have this little strap that you can attach to the end. And then the other thing it comes with is this really nice little like tripod legs. What's interesting about a lot of different like included tripod legs is they're really plasticky, but this is actually like solid aluminum, and it's like really, it's a nice build. I really like it. I think this is really good because you can screw it on both ends of the light and be able to stand it up vertically. Now, when we talk about the build quality of the light, I was pretty shocked on how well put together this light is. It feels very rugged. They say that it's drop proof, and I believe them. The back of it is solid aluminum, as you can hear. It feels just really tough. I don't feel like it's gonna break or snap. I don't feel like the lens is gonna crack at all, which is nice because you need it to be really tough for different types of shooting. They also said that it's water resistant, which is really nice and helpful because you don't know what kind of shoot you're on and you don't know what's gonna happen, and maybe you're needing to shoot something when it's raining and you need a little bit of light. This would be perfect for that case. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this light on and talk about the light itself. You have a little LED screen on the back so you can see what your interface is, and then you have a few different button options to navigate the menu. You have this little dial on the far left to be able to change the intensity. I actually at first was a little shocked on how weird this was because it is actually like a spring-loaded lever, so it always snaps back to the center. And at first this was kind of weird because I'm so used to a dial, but after using it, I actually prefer this over just a regular dial. And the reason is I can go through and click and hold it, and it just automatically starts changing the temperature or whatever, the intensity, all of those different things. I really like that instead of having to crank through a wheel over and over and over again. Now you can incrementally change the settings, so I can, just click it, just going back and forth, but if you click and hold it, yet again, it like speeds it up a little bit. And now that I'm actually using this, I prefer this setting with the spring-loaded dial over just a regular wheel. To the right of it, you have a blue button, and this is really how you change from different tabs and different icons within the menu. My only gripe with this setup is that it's a 2-button interface to be able to change the menus. The spring-loaded lever actually has, it looks like you can push it in, and I wish they could replace the blue button for the push-in setting on this. When I push this lever in, it doesn't do anything. It would be nice to be able to have all of these different things on one button so I can just navigate the menu quicker and don't have to think about it. Right now I'm in CCT, I can go to HSL, I can go to the effects tab, which we'll talk about later, and you can set the Bluetooth on and off to be able to program to your phone. Again, something we'll talk about a little later, and then you go back to CCT. But if I'm wanting to go down to the intensity, I would click the button once. It shows you a little arrow to show you that you're on that tab. To go to temperature, you would go down, and again, you would go down to green magenta shift by clicking the button. The LED screen is actually super helpful to have because it gives you the information of not only the color temperature, the intensity, the green magenta shift, but it'll give you the battery life, and it'll actually tell you how much battery life you're able to have based on the settings that you have it programmed to. So for instance, if I have it right now at 1%, it'll adjust that I have 16.4 hours of battery life. But then if I change it to 100%, now I have 1.2 hours of battery life. To the right of the blue button, you have this your power switch, so you can turn it on and off. And then to the right of that is a USB-C charger. It's the way to charge the battery itself. But what I really like about this is it's also an included battery bank. So if you're in a pinch and you need to charge something, you can reverse charge this. So you can plug a USB-C cord into something like your phone, and it'll actually act like a little battery pack, which is super helpful. The other thing that they've added is you can see these little lightning bolts. These are magnets on either end. I love this because you're able to attach this to a pole, to a stand, to a garage ceiling, anything that's metal you can stick it to, and that is super helpful. But the clever little design that they've added is you can actually take the ends of the stick and rotate the magnet at where it's facing. This is super great because if you're needing to shoot the light at an angle, you can adjust the magnets to be able to sit the light at the angle that you need it to. Now, LumeCube also did send over their 4-foot tube light, and it is basically the same from the 1-foot tube light minus a few different things. The 4-foot tube light doesn't have magnets on it because it's pretty heavy, and I don't know if they have magnets that are strong enough to hold it. I would love to see in version 2 magnets included on the 4-foot because it's really helpful, and maybe you could get like a really strong magnet to be able to hold things up. The other difference in the 4-foot tube light versus the Tube Light Mini is you have your DC port. To make it weather resistant, they added like a little rubber gasket that you can close it in, so you can get this tube light completely wet and you don't have to worry about it being damaged or getting fried. You do have a USB-C port on the back like the Tube Light Mini. I'm just now thinking about it. I wonder if you can charge it this way. When I tried to charge it earlier, it wouldn't work. I had to use the DC port, but you could probably use this as a battery bank as well. And this would be a very big battery bank to have with you. It doesn't even fit in the frame. There's different mounting points on the back so you can hang these lights if you need to. There's the 1/4-20 on both sides and the middle, so if you really need to balance it out, that is really good to have. Now you can control both of these lights through the Lume Control app, and I will be honest with you, I'm always really skeptical when it comes to different types of apps because a lot of like camera apps, they don't work well at all. So I was a little hesitant to find out that you have to control the light remotely through the app. Once I downloaded the app, I was actually pleasantly surprised on how good it is. It works pretty well. It's super easy to connect a light. You just turn on the Bluetooth setting, you go to the app, you connect it. It registers it right away, and from right there, you can control the whole entire light. You can change stuff like the color temperature, the CCT. You can add effects like lightning, candle, fire, you get it. Like all of these different lights offer these different features. The one weird quirk that I noticed on the app is when you have the light on a color and then you have it set to a certain intensity, there's a few different presets on the right of the dial. And so right now I'm set to 1%. But if I click green, it jumps up to 100%. I would like it if I could keep it at the percentage that I want and hit the preset and it not change the intensity. I think they could do that in a firmware update. That would be awesome. LumeCube, if you could work that out, that'd be great. So when it comes to the price of these lights, the Tube Light Mini is $170, and I think that's a pretty reasonable price because there's no other tube light that size. All of the other tube lights are either 2-foot or 4-foot. So there's really no comparison to this one as of right now. If you're watching this video and there's another tube light, awesome. But as of right now, there's only 1-foot tube light that I know about, and that's the LumeCube Tube Light Mini. For the 4-foot tube light, this is $400, and I find this to be right in the middle between the Amaron tube light and the Nanlite tube light. The Amaron is a little bit cheaper at like $330. The problem is you get that battery grip to be able to power it, and it adds like another 1/2 foot to the 4-foot, so now it's like way longer. Also, the weight is so much less even, and you have to like mount it differently. The LumeCube is right in the middle, and then the Nanlite is, I think, like $400 something. It's almost like $500, and it's a lot more expensive, and it's very similar to how the LumeCube one is set up. All in all, I think these tube lights are really great to have. I love being able to have the Tube Light Mini for the everyday creator, for somebody who needs just a little bit of light in different situations. They can throw this in their bag, they don't have to worry about it. And the Tube Light XL, which is 4 feet, it puts out a lot of light. It's amazing. It's great for the everyday workhorse, and both of them being water resistant, really rugged and capable for the everyday shooter makes it that much more enjoyable. So now you want to know how you can win the tube light. Well, it's very simple. There's 2 things that we need you to do. 1, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then 2, comment down below how you would use the light for your next project. Let us know in the comments if that's a music video, a short film, whatever that may be. Comment below. If you can do those 2 things, we will pick a winner, and then we will send it out to you so you can use it for your next project. Again, if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out GearFocus for some gear if you're needing it, whether that's a camera, a lens, whatever it may be. Anyway, we will catch you guys in the next video, and have a good day.